What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Hump Day Wednesday live stream here on YouTube. You're watching Covey Fishing, brought to you by Worldwide Fishing Guide. If you'd like more information on fishing trips, head over to worldwidefishing.com. Let's get this show on the road. Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to the show. Here at Worldwide Fishing Guide, we specialize in offering thrilling fishing tours, captivating excursions, and unique travel experiences that showcase the beauty and diversity of our world. WorldwideFishing.com, you'll find charters, guides, resorts, and lodges from around the world. With flexible schedules and remote locations, this ensures all of our clients have the most unparalleled adventures worldwide. So get your tackle box out, grab your favorite rod and reel, and join us here on YouTube and Facebook for our live streams. I'd like to invite everyone on this journey with me. It's a pursuit of a lifetime to find new fishing opportunities. Join Keith Covey as we explore destinations that will make your blood rush.
I live for this stuff.
What a great time to be alive. This is so awesome. We finally getting some warmer weather. We got the sun shining out. And we've got two of our moderators already in the chat saying what's up to everyone. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. Here's what's going on this morning. We've got about 78-degree weather. It's right around 8 o'clock a.m. in the morning. So conditions are looking really good. We got blue skies. We've got low tide conditions, though. It's the only problem because of the low tide. We're going to be missing out on some sand crabs. So we're going to have to wait for the tide to come in so we can hit these holes. I'm going to be showing you guys how to read some water because today is phenomenal as far as like you can see the holes, you can see the sandbars, you can pretty much read the water. It's a really good day to be able to read the water. So we're going to be doing two different types of fishing today. We're going to be doing a drop shot. Well, no, I'm sorry, a Carolina rig with live sand crabs, and then we're going to be throwing a Lucky Craft 110 on these holes. So later on in the show, we're going to be walking down the beach, showing you guys how to spot fish, how to sight cast, and how to read holes as much as I can. I'm not the most experienced at it, but I do have enough knowledge to help out beginners and help out intermediate people that are looking to do this type of fishing. So welcome to the show, everyone. Thank you. Have a seat, grab some coffee, grab your favorite donut, and let's get going. I'll just be sitting here talking to you guys for a good half an hour or so. So be active in the chat if you would. I'd really appreciate it. Be having some fun today. And it's all happening right now here on Keith Covey Fishing. Welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome. What's new with you guys? You guys catch any fish lately? Have you been over to worldwidefishing.com and picked out your favorite fishing charter yet? These are all things that I'm curious to see if you guys are proactive in what I'm trying to do as far as to promote fishing charters, guides, resorts, and lodges around the world. Head over to worldwidefishing.com if you'd like to see more of that information. Also, you can head over to their website and check out fish reports, videos, and contact them directly for information on trips. So if you guys like that information, go ahead and head over there and go hog wild on that. Got some awesome weather finally, man. That overcast weather was driving me nuts. I'm not used to it here in San Diego. This is the normal, typical morning for us, about 8 months out of the year. Yep, like and subscribe and hit the number 4s. As soon as we get to fishing, let me see those 4s in the chat. A bunch of tourists here today walking the beach. It's really depressing being at work watching this. I wish I was there fishing. I'm sorry, bro. Your day will come. just when you get those days off, get out there and do that fishing, so it's less depressing when you're working. What do you do for a living, by the way? What do you guys do for a living? Curious to know. Also, I've got my moderator in the chat today. I appreciate you guys for helping me out moderate the channel, putting likes and subscribes, and just having good content in the comment areas. Super huge for the show, you guys. One thing you do not want to do is let that rod fall in the salt water. That just screws everything up. Sand gets in the gears and it just destroys your reel. So try to be careful when you're doing that. I'm a manager at a winery. How cool is that? Do wine testing? Are you part of the distribution, or what is it called? Creation of the wine. What is that called? I've been to a couple of great wineries here in San Diego, and a couple up in Temecula. I've been to a couple back in North Carolina. I used to be a big wine drinker. I don't drink wine hardly at all, unless I go to dinner. Logistics. It takes a lot of science, to do that. A lot of chemistry goes into that. Logistics in the wine industry must be pretty difficult, and something that is highly can't stand wine. Yeah, I don't drink wine anymore. It used to give me a headache. Even after one glass, I'd have a headache, so I just stopped drinking wine. I barely drink beer anymore either. Maybe one beer. Can't even handle more than 2 beers anymore. I just don't like the feeling. Kind of that weighed down feeling. I like to be up, I like to be spry. I like to be like real active, and when my mind gets mushed from alcohol, it just kind of screws up my whole atmosphere. When I was younger, I could just drink like a fish. It didn't even matter. I'd drink all night, go party all the next day, just keep doing that. But as I got older, I got a little more mature and just kind of stopped hard alcohol like several years ago. Stopped buying 12 packs a couple years ago. Got it down to like a 6-pack, and now it's just like, okay, I'll just buy one beer, and that's it. No beers in the refrigerator. So, as a fisherman, especially traveling all the time, alcohol plays a big factor in it. So controlling your alcohol consumption is a big deal when you're traveling. It's so easy to get caught up into, going out to dinner, entertaining customers and having a few drinks, and then going out after that, having a couple shots, and then before you know it, you're hammered, getting up in the morning all drunk. It's not something that I like to do anymore. It just doesn't I'm just wasting some time waiting for that tide to come in. So if you wonder why I'm just rambling, it's because I'm waiting for the tide to come in. And hopefully a couple more people come in. Still looking to get to that 1,400 subscriber mark. We got 4 $25 gift certificates, or cash apps that we're going to be giving away. So you guys make sure to follow the subscriber count, because we'll be doing it within 25 subscribers after 1,400. We'll be giving away that money. So hopefully you guys win. Everybody is entered into winning as long as you're subscribing. You're here in the chat when I do the giveaway. And if you could share the video out, that'd be ideal. What has been the most memorable catch this day, Keith? What do you mean by that? I haven't caught any fish today. Talk about overall? I'd have to think about that. I've caught thousands of fish. What is the most memorable fish I've ever caught? Huh. I've got a couple that stand out. That 18-pound largemouth bass I got when I was a kid is probably the most told story that I have. And I just love telling that story. That 850-pound marlin I got in Puerto Vallarta, battling it for 5 hours standing up, is a memory that's kind of ingrained in my memory for the rest of my life. So that one really stands out. Catching a sturgeon up in Columbia River, that 700-pound sturgeon, was something that is unheard of. And for me, you know, being from San Diego, going up and catching a 700-pound fish in freshwater, it just doesn't, I just can't even fathom it. So that fish right there sticks in my memory, especially because it's really acrobatic fish. It comes jumping out of the water, and they breached like 3 or 4 times. It took me almost 2 hours to get it in. So when those hard fights are there, they last in your memory for years and years and years. And then one of my first fish ever caught on camera, when we were doing the ESPN show, was the 85-pound Dorado. That one was so memorable that I actually tattooed it on my leg right here. If you can see that big Dorado right there, that is that fish that I caught. It's the only one I've ever tattooed on my. So I got one mount out of all the thousands of fish I've caught, and I've tattooed one fish on my body because it meant so much to me. It just was such a memorable outing. You know, it was a big deal because I was on ESPN. It was a big deal because we were way offshore. It was a big deal because we were using big, heavy gear. And we got a quality Dorado that's kind of like unheard of. That size of bullhead Dorado is phenomenal. So those are some of the catches that I have in memory that if somebody asks me, I'll share those stories with you. So thanks for asking that. I appreciate it. Ten-inch trout is good. I'll eat a 10-inch trout all day long. For sure. I love trout. That's one fish that I'll kill every time I catch one. I've been really lucky to be able to fish with some of the best charter companies around the world. You know, just every time I go fish with these charter companies, they already know exactly what the fish, where the fish are, what they're eating, what time they're eating. So just those trophy fish catches when you're fishing with a charter guide come a lot easier than you trying to do what I'm doing right here, is just going out and fishing, no guide, just, you know, free balling it. So there's opportunities that I have that most people don't get, especially because I don't have to pay for the trips. They're usually a barter trip between my marketing company and their fishing charter, so it's a great relationship. We can build, you know, clients together, and we can film together, and it's just been a great place, you know, for if you love catching big fish, that is the way to do it by far. I like this setup a lot. You know, it's really easy to sit here and talk to you guys when I'm not fishing, but kind of I've got it in my head that I need to catch fish to entertain you guys, and that's kind of, you know, not entirely the truth, because half the time is talking to you guys in the chat. That's what makes the show kind of exciting for me. I love catching fish and everything. I love fishing, but meeting you guys and hanging out with you guys in the chat's kind of what, you know, hooks me and gets me doing this consistently. I just like hanging out and talking to people. I've got some great stories, just waiting for them to surface. One of the craziest stories, I hate telling this story, but it's such a, heart-wrenching story. I went down to Venezuela to go to Lake Erie to catch peacock bass, and we went when we came in to Caracas. They were having torrential downpours, and the way they make their housing, they make it out of mud and straw, so there's not much, once it gets wet, it kind of just melts away. And they had so much rain at that point that it was washing the houses down the hill. And the way Caracas is, it only goes in for about a half a mile, and then it goes straight up for like 5 miles. So they just build their houses up on the ridges, all the way up. And when we got there, there was like 10 people that had passed away due to flooding and washouts and stuff like that. So kind of alarmed by that. So that night we stayed at the Best Western right there in town, and it was just massive storms, like crazy storms. I don't think I've been in too many storms that were that heavy. And so we tried to go out that night. We went out and had a pretty good time. We had a great dinner, and the guys all, hey, let's go up to the next town. There's a good party town up there. So we got on the road. It was about 8:30 at night. We got on the road, going along, the shoreline, and you just see us swerving around these big rock piles. And the guy, you could tell he was nervous. He had never seen anything like that. He's like, you know what? Let's not do this. Let's turn around and go back. So we went back. We went to another bar, little strip joint. Had a really good time. And then when we woke up, we were traveling 300 miles to Lake Erie. So we had to get on a plane and fly out. We got to Lake Erie. We fished there on the river, and it was really cool because first time I ever caught piranha. We were going for payara. I don't know if you guys know what a payara is, but look it up online. It looks like a kind of like a mix between a salmon and like a, like an amberjack almost, but it's like a silverfish, and it has these huge teeth that come out of their bottom jaw and out of their top jaw. And they're like 20 pounds. So we were using piranha for bait to catch them. I caught a really nice piranha. It was like 18, 20 pounds. Really good eating fish, by the way. So that was cool about that trip. We caught a bunch of peacocks. Ran into a bunch of wild creatures like alligators and big birds and things of that sort. But when we got back to Caracas, there was already probably, I think there was 110 people that had already passed away due to the storms didn't stop. The whole time we were gone, that whole 11 days, it hadn't stopped. It was just torrential downpour the whole time. So when we got back, there was, another 100 people that had passed away in this little teeny town. So when we had a 2-day stay before our plane took off, so we were just hanging out in town, and the whole town was like washed into the ocean. It was really, really bad. But that kind of wasn't the worst of it. When I was sitting in the airport, water was actually rising so fast that it was coming into the actual area where we were sitting, waiting for our plane to take off. So we were like 8 inches of water sitting in our seats in the airport. And they were going, oh, no, we're going to cancel the flight. No, we're going to cancel the flight. Oh, no, we're going to take off. Let's take off. No, we're going to cancel. And it just kept going on back and forth. Finally, where they're just like, we got a window of opportunity. Let's get, at least the Americans out of here. So I was out like one of the last Americans to leave. So I was on the plane. It takes about 18 hours to get back home to San Diego from there. And what sucks is, like, I thought, 110 people, that's not bad. It didn't even alarm me at all. But when I got home, walked in the door, Venezuela was actually on the news. And all of the people that I saw in the town, water had rose about 20 to 30 feet now. It completely engulfed the airport. washed pretty much all of the mountain into the ocean, and they were reporting that was like close to 45 to 55,000 people had died during that 2 to 3 day period. So that was one of the craziest stories that I've ever experienced. Not really a really happy story, but it's something that, you know, when you're traveling a lot, you experience these different moments in life, you know, that really just ingrain how real life can be and how quickly things can change. And if I didn't get out of that airport within that hour, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you guys. I'm pretty confident of that. The amount of people that got washed in the ocean, it just got washed away, was unfathomable. So it's something I don't want to talk about very much, but it is a story that kind of is dear to my heart, and I'd like to just, you know, give credit to the people, you know, that were in there, and, you know, just remember, you know, the experience. So hope you guys like that story. Just sitting here waiting for the tide to come in, you guys. I don't see any new people in here today, though. I wonder if they promoted it at all. Usually I see a good like streak of people come in, 20 people, 25 people, and the ticker hasn't moved at all. If you guys are here, please hit the like button if you would. Oh, you guys all have. Thank you. Yeah, it took me probably a good 3 years or so to get over that. Still, you know, I get emotions when I think about it. Kind of a really heavy experience to go through. I think we're just gonna go spot casting for a little bit, you guys. Try to waste some time, try to find some fish. Let's see if we can't walk down the beach and spot some fish. We should be able to spot some fish. The water clarity is really strong, really clear today. And you can just tell there's just no surf at all. So we can walk out to that first ridge right there and just walk down the beach. See that hole right there where the waves aren't breaking on that first wave right there? There's a hole right there. Got another hole right there. So if we get some sand crabs to come up, we should be able to get some fish today. Hopefully we get a croaker or a corvina or sea perch is kind of like what I'm shooting for. Sorry for the hand. They got kicked out, sorry. All right, let's go. Let's go find some fish. All right, so I got you guys in the comment section, so if you do make a comment, I'll see it. You guys see anything, let me know. Let me know if you see anything. Let's go walk on the beach, see if we can't spot some fish. Need to get my polarized glasses on first, though. Can you guys see okay? Is it level? These fish will be right in here. You'll see them tailing right on that first, right in there. There's some right there. I see something right there. That was a tail right there. So you see how much water we have right there? That's kind of like ideal for sight casting. Sometimes you don't even want to walk in the water because they can see your feet, and they're really shy. It's a little off. Is that better? Thanks, Neptune. See that trough right there? That's a sandbar right there where all that nervous water is. And then if you look, we've got a deeper hole right there that kind of like goes along where that wave is breaking. That second wave is breaking right there. So there's a hole right there, definitely something that we're looking for. You see how it's darker and the waves aren't breaking right there? That's because the sandbar on the other side is making the waves break, but where there's no break, there's a drop off. There's a hole right there. So that's where the halibut are sitting, the croaker are sitting, and the corvina are going to be here along the shoreline, pretty much from here to that wave right there. So we're going to go throw in that hole real quick and see if we can't pull something out of there. But that's what we're looking for right there, you guys. You see this, how it's all sand? Okay, and then all of a sudden it gets darker and then it gets rougher. Right there is because there's a sandbar on both sides of that. So that hole is created by the tide pulling that way and the tide going the other way, the waves going the other way. So it's creating that hole right there. So fish along this sandbar, depending on which way the current's going. Let me see which way the current's going. He's not moving much. Big hole right there, though. Real nice hole. I let that rod fall in the water. Sand all in my gears now. Come on, fish, hit it. I gotta go back and move my rod holder so it doesn't get washed away. Please stop. Definitely you want to walk and sight fish with the sun behind you. This is absolutely the type of water that we're looking for right here. Hopefully I see a tail or something. I want to show you what a tailing fish looks like. The tide's taking its sweet time to get up. This show might go on for 2 hours. Thought it would come up a little bit faster than that, but just see where my chair is right there. That's about the area right there where the sand crabs start showing up. So we got about another 20 minutes of this. Then we can start reeling some fish. I tell you, it's a little hard to sight cast with the chest mount because it just makes the mount shake too much, so it's not ideal for filming. But you guys, hey, this is what it's like to walk down the beach in San Diego. If you're not familiar with it, if you guys ever wanted to vacation here, this is what you'll experience. It's just beautiful weather, beaches that go for miles, good people, good food, good adventures. I mean, it's just a great place to live. It's a great place to visit. The boats are all out right now. There's bunches of fish, bunch of yellowtail. I don't know if you can see that point way up there. That's called PB Point right there. And then just around that is La Jolla. And we're getting some yellowtail in La Jolla right now. Down on Point Loma, there's some yellowtail being caught. The kelp is on fire right now for calico bass, sea bass. So I just want to make sure all my stuff is secure. That tide comes in. Yep, that is. You assumed correctly. Let me write down your guys' names so I remember you. Hold on. Except I need my glasses. All right, Sean, how's it going, buddy? I haven't seen you before. Make sure to subscribe if you would, Sean. So next time you come in, we can say hello to you. And Tally, how's it going, bud? Yeah, it's a 110 Lucky Craft. Not sure of the type. I'll check here in a second for you. No, I didn't bring it. Left it in the car. It's the ones with the scales on it. I guess these scales. Yeah, it's the fish. You can tell I haven't been bit on this yet. I just got it yesterday, but those little scales, they'll break off as you get hit. So I'm not sure what that's. It says it right there. It's the Flash Minnow SP, but it's not the. I don't know the color, so I apologize for that. All right, let's keep going. If the world. I don't remember those words. It's got songs stuck in my head, but I can't remember the words. Hope you guys are having a great day today. If you're at work, I hope this breaks up your day a little bit. Helps you go by a little bit faster if you guys are at work watching. Kind of getting the best of both worlds. We're going to walk up to Tower 18, and then we'll turn around and we'll head back. Just trying to come up here and see if I can see some sand crabs up here. Should be able to get one or two. If the world and now where's the lyrics of that? I want to sing it. We're looking for tailing fish and sand crabs. Should be running into them in a minute now. Nice hole right here too. Look at that deep hole right there. We'll throw on that. Oh, I saw it. You see that fish just jump right there? There's a fish right there jumping. Looked like a halibut. That was cool. You guys see that? A nice hole right there, you guys. One of the better ones I've seen. I got sand in my rig, damn it. Yeah, he jumped right there on that second wave. Just dead stick it. Let it sit there and just kind of wobble. Hopefully something picks it up. Come on, halibut. Be nice to get a big fish right now. Help me pay for that lure. The lures are 25 bucks a piece. That's crazy. They must be sold like mad. This is the second day in a row I've gotten skunked though. Those sand crabs play a big deal in catching your catch rate. Come on, fish. It only takes one though. That's the thing about this. Come on. Using a Phoenix rod. I got one of my old reels just because this saltwater screws the reels up so bad that I'm not using any of my good reels out here anymore. I gotta buy like specialized saltwater reels, ones with the saltwater bearings in them. I don't know what happened to all the sand crabs. Usually this is the area right here where we start seeing them, but I don't know, maybe the sunshine threw them off. been overcast for the last like 4 or 5 days, so should be pretty close to getting them now. I'm not seeing any fish, you guys. Not a lot of opportunities to cast on these fish because they're just not appearing to be here right now. Morning. Minutes so far. Be right back, you guys. Looks like I pocket dialed myself. That's me, Neptune, sorry. That's my alias name, Judge Bibbles. I pocket chatted myself. Come on, sand crabs. Always getting in my damn way. No, down in OB, isn't that funny? Down in OB, there's sand crabs the most. So if this keeps happening to me, I'll just make bait prior to getting here. The fish are here, but the bait isn't here. So it makes it, you need those two combinations to make it perfect. So tomorrow morning, I'll go down and make bait just in case. So when I get here, I already have bait made. I know that place has them regardless of what's going on there because there's a rock, like a little jetty there that they kind of just hang out on. They're just starting to show now, so if I can get one, we'll stay on for an hour. So you see the first wet line, and then you see the second one. That second one is where they're holding all the sand crabs. So I need the current to come up to at least there for it to expose that beach where pretty much everything's hiding. Sorry for the delay. Come on, Tide. Can you just work with me? How's it going, you guys? Doing okay? Just waiting on the stars to show up here. Another 10 minutes. As soon as that water starts hitting my feet consistently, then we're on. Yeah, a little bit. It's just there's no surf, so it's not pushing in. Here we go. See this? This is what we're looking for right here. Right there. Once we get those sand crabs, it's on, kids. It's on like Donkey Kong. It's what you call a Jones session right here. Freaking jonesing for a fish, man. It's like I've never caught one in my entire life. Jonesing, come on, force in the chat. Makes it a little more entertaining though when you see the people, huh? instead of just looking at the ocean the whole time. It's packed out here right now. It's going to get busier by the day, or by the hour. Yeah, that would be sick, man. Gosh, please. I want that to happen really, really bad. We're definitely doing some good fishing today, though, huh? The best fishing I've had in months. Definitely not catching. This is a fishing day. These are the days that make you come back wanting more and more the next time. So don't underestimate these days where it's hard to fish, it's hard to catch fish, it's hard to get bait. These are the days that make those special days so special, because you gotta fight through the difficulty, you gotta fight through the transitions, you gotta fight through all of this negative talk, head talk. It's very discouraging, but that feeling is what makes it so you wake up and want to chase after it again. So I find, when the fishing is hard, that means that catching day is going to be that much better. Not getting good conditions though, that's for sure. I think tomorrow we're going to do an 8 o'clock broadcast and a 3:30 broadcast. See if we can't make some new friends and figure out what's happening in the afternoon bite. Might be an afternoon bite here when the tide comes up a little bit further. So we'll do a 3:30. Tomorrow we'll do an 8 o'clock and a 3:30 broadcast. missing a bead. That's all right. Getting closer, huh? Taking its sweet damn time, though. Just doesn't want to come up, does it? right there. Should have been some right there. That's what we were looking for. They're making me work for it today, aren't they, kids? They are not being cooperative at all. Definitely making me work for it. I forgot what the tide says. Today's what, the 27th today? So it says high tides. 5.3 at 12 o'clock today. So we want to fish that incoming right now. Is from 9 to 12 would be it right here. So tomorrow we're going to have right around this time tomorrow. Should be good. I just gotta make sure I have bait. So last week's tide on that new moon when I was catching all those fish, that's what we want to look for right there. Is that circle that, make sure that you're fishing those slack tides and those tide shifts. It doesn't look like I'm going to be able to fish today, guys. If I can't get bait, I'm going to run out of battery strength here in about 15 minutes. So thanks for hanging out with me today, though. I really appreciate your time. If you guys want to contact me, you can reach me on my website at worldwidefishing.com. My phone number is at the bottom of the page, and so is my email address. If you guys want to reach out for any reason, let me know. If you have any questions, if you need trip ideas, fish reports, tackle recommendations, any of that stuff, I'm more than happy to help. But we're going to probably wrap it up. We're getting shut out today, even though the conditions look good. The tide is off, so we want that tide to be a little bit higher. So I'm not sure if I stick to my 8 o'clock religious broadcast or if I try to go with fishing throughout the day on the different tide swifts changes. So I'm not sure what I want to do with that. I like just coming out here in the morning and hanging out with you guys. So that's something that I really enjoy. So I don't really want to lose that. So the only other option for me is to pick up more slots throughout the day, like do a 11:30 broadcast and a 3:30 broadcast, and then do a night broadcast. So you guys make sure the notifications are on. So if I switch or if I add a time slot, that you guys are aware of it, so you guys can come and watch, hang out with me, share this time with me. It's super awesome that you guys do that. You guys have any suggestions, things that you want to see, things that you want me to try, investigate, any of that stuff, research? You know, if you guys send me a request, I'll go ahead and do my best to bring you the best detail I can. We just missed this by an hour, I think, which sucks. I got shut down with the sand crabs today. You are awesome, Neptune. And you make my day. You really do. Your comments are so cool, and just the fact that I look down, I see you there is really cool. Don't ever go away. Stick around, buddy. Stick around. Those sand crabs aren't going to make an appearance today, guys. It's just one of those days. I'll load up some bait. I'll catch some bait prior to getting here tomorrow, so I make sure that I'm fishing with you guys the whole time, not just rapping. Though I like just hanging out and talking to you guys. I'm really here to catch fish. That's the whole premise of this show, is to catch fish. Kind of hard to make a fishing show when you don't catch fish, huh? But that's why they named it catching, or fishing, not catching. Imagine how boring fishing would be, or catching would be, if you just caught fish all the time. I think I'm gonna do is jump in the water. And then I'll go eat some breakfast. We'll be back tomorrow, 8 o'clock, with bait in hand at the microphone stand. You guys join me here, same bat time, same bat channel. You are watching Keith Covey Fishing here on YouTube. I appreciate your time today. You guys take care of yourself. Make sure you get lots of sleep, drink plenty of water, eat good food, and be kind to each other, you guys. Life is too short. Make sure you say hello to somebody, give them a compliment, say something nice to somebody today. It'll make your day a lot better. I think that's all I have for you guys today. If I didn't catch you today, I'll be sure to cast at you tomorrow. Until then, teach a kid to fish. We'll see you later, guys. God bless you. Love you. Here at Worldwide Fishing Guide, we specialize in offering thrilling fishing tours, captivating excursions, and unique travel experiences that showcase the beauty and diversity of our world. WorldwideFishing.com, you'll find charters, guides, resorts, and lodges from around the world. With flexible schedules and remote locations, this ensures all of our clients have the most unparalleled adventures worldwide. So get your tackle box out, grab your favorite rod and reel, and join us here on YouTube and Facebook for our live streams. I'd like to invite everyone on this journey with me. It's a pursuit of a lifetime to find new fishing opportunities. Join Keith Covey as we explore destinations that will make your blood rush.
I live for this stuff.